Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we return to the Scarland roller coaster project to work on a sea monster. That's right, we're going to build one super awesome giant sea monster. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back to Scarland, a land where we take survival building to the extreme, and we're here in the roller coaster station platform, getting ready to go on a little ride to the construction site. And it has been a little over, or it's actually not over yet. So it's been close to a year that we started the roller coaster project. And we've come a long ways with this project, all built in survival by just one little Scar, with of course your guys' help. But it's kind of a cool accomplishment to get all of this built, and it's taken a long time, I know, and I do apologize it took so long, but I feel like it's definitely worth the kind of the time and the effort that we put into it, that we have something kind of cool to show for all of our efforts. And like I said, we have about 1 to 2, maybe 3 more episodes. I hope to maybe keep it down to about 2 more episodes of building. We still have a couple more tunnels, the Dwarven City, all that good stuff to build. But once we get that all wrapped up and ready to go, we're going to do 2 tours. So one of the tours is a full ride with sound effects and all sorts of good stuff for the roller coaster. The second one is going to be kind of a fun one because it's like a track walk. So if you're familiar with, theme park design, things of that nature, when they turn the show lights off and they bring up the maintenance lights, you can do, like, I've seen shows, kind of where they do little tours and look at all the mechanical things, talk about the history and all that good stuff. And I think that's what we'll do. I think that'll be kind of a fun video. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. Now, of course, we've been working on this and this room over here, of course, on Twitch. So we've been getting that all settled up. And of course, up on the top side, we've been doing all the super awesome landscaping on Twitch. And if you missed any of those streams, you can definitely check the archives on my Twitch channel. Plus, there are also the previous 3 streams play constantly on my channel when I'm offline. And let me deposit that zombie meat and get right to work. So we are going to place a little bit of dirt, like so. And we are going to, let's see how we want to do this. We're going to put some little red clay right there, and I think we've got it. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is going to be the mouth. So we're going to bring this up 4 blocks on either side. There we go, looking good so far. There we go, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, beautiful. And what I want to do is have this designed in a way that looks like you just snuck under the mouth of the sea monster. So, he's trying to swallow you up, but you just escaped. So we're just trying to kind of get that set up so that it at least kind of has that feel that you're kind of like just avoided it. And as you can see, I think I'm going to bump this up just 1 more block like this, like that. And then I'm going to cut out that blocks down below like this, and that'll give us just that little bit extra height that I wanted, just so, as you can see that little part right there, that's where you escape the sea monster's wrath, through there. And I think that'll look pretty good. So yeah, I think this will be great once we kind of get this going. So you can kind of see the general layout that we have. So this goes up here like that, and then we go up 1 more like that, and then we go like this, as you can see, and then we go like this. Then we bring this up another 4 blocks, just like we did on the bottom. So we're just repeating that pattern on all the sides. So yeah, let me just finish this and I'll see you in a second. There we go. We've got ourselves a little circle. Now, one thing I wasn't anticipating is being so close to the ceiling. So we're going to have to get out some Silk Touch and try to fix that ceiling without trying to lose too much of the material. I don't want to lose all that glass that we put up there. That kind of glass is at a bit of a premium, that colored glass, so we definitely don't want to lose that. And so as you can see, we're just kind of beefing up the sides back here. There we go, put that right about there. Looking good. So we'll clear all that out of there, jump back, and as you can see, that pattern where we kind of bring that up across there and form that whole section along here. So we'll just jump up here and then start applying these blocks like so will be this design. So I've got to go and track down a Silk Touch because, like I said, I don't want to lose all of that hardened clay, or not hardened clay, but all that glass, because that's at a bit of a premium. So let's continue to bring this circle all the way across. All right, and welcome back. And we've got ourselves a crazy looking thing at this point. Now what I want to do is try to accomplish making some teeth. So I'm going to take these quartz blocks, I'm going to place them down like that. And eventually what I want to do is add some of these additional colors, as you can see in my inventory. I think that might make kind of a cool design to give it just a little more depth, a little bit more color, and all that good stuff. So I'll put that right about there, and then we can always jump down and kind of look at how that is coming out. And ooh, hello there. That is looking mighty spooky. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to use this pink wool to scaffold up. There we go. And then let's see, we can just keep putting these little blocks like so in different places like this to kind of give it just a little bit more of that feel like teeth. So we can just kind of insert these pieces kind of however we kind of want. We can use half slabs and all that good stuff. But what I want to work on now is applying these kind of lighter colors in the back. So actually, let me swap that out. There we go. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place down these pink light clay. Now, this isn't the greatest contrast. As you can see, this is not a huge difference between the red, especially when the lights are more dim once the rides are actually going. So that's a good question at this point. Let me back off just a smidge bit. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Then we can jump down here and kind of get an idea how we're doing. Oh, I'm liking the teeth. We could use way more of them, so that's a thing. We're definitely going to get more of those down. Let me jump up here. There we go. And let me put these guys down like this. There we go. Let me just do that like that. Okay, I'm actually good with this for now. I feel like this is something that we can continue to refine and add more of these different variety of like the pink and the white stained clay. I think that's totally things we can do. But to keep this party rolling, let's move on to our other tasks. And then we can work on that a little bit more. And oh yeah, that is getting definitely pretty spooky. So yeah, let's move on to adding some of the green and getting that all together. All right, and welcome back. So I've done a little bit more refining. I meant to just kind of head over and start working on the arms and all that good stuff, but I got kind of inspired to kind of work a little bit more on the teeth, and I feel like it's kind of coming together. But let's actually start to work on some of the kind of like we talked about, some of the arms and all that stuff. So we're just going to continue to kind of refine it as we go, and I'm sure once I finish the episode, there'll be little things here and there that I still want to work on, and I'm just way too short. There we go. Let's give ourselves up a little height there. Wonderful, beautiful. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit. We haven't had a chance to really sit down and talk too much in a Scarland episode in quite some time. And it's nice to kind of see that things are kind of settling down around in my realm and starting to kind of get back to focusing on new stuff, new content for the channel, which is very exciting. So I've asked you guys this before, so I apologize. I'm still really at a loss of what to do for the next project after the roller coaster. It's not that I don't have project ideas. It's that I have kind of too many, and I'm kind of at a loss for what I want to do next. I know I've asked you guys this before, so I apologize about asking this again. But what would you guys like to see as the next project? Like, I'm going back and forth between Scar City and, of course, the ranch house. I think both of them I want to do so much. I can't really do both of them at the same time just because they're kind of extensive projects. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm not sure what I want to do for the next project. Scar Cities has all sorts of small and interesting little builds. The ranch house is a giant kind of ranch house with barns and all sorts of good stuff. So yeah, it's kind of not sure what I want to do yet. It's kind of a flaw, and I've mentioned this before too, is I took a personality test once, and I was found that I'd be very like analytical and different things like that. And one of the flaws to being very analytical is to be very incisive. You analyze problems too much. You look down at your problem. You have your problems kind of laid out. How will I fix this? And you come up with actually too many solutions, and you can't decide on which one. And that is my biggest flaw, and I cannot break that sometimes. And I come up with 3 or 4 Scarland project ideas, and I can't pick a single one. So that's where I'm at the moment. So yeah, that's one of my flaws as a human, and I literally try to fix this all the time, and it's much easier said than done. So yeah, that's why I always ask you guys like 100 times what we should do next, because I can come up with ideas. Like, that's totally not a problem with me. Like, I'm like, okay, sit down, I'll come up with 300 different light designs for Kingdom Craft. I came up with a million different street lights, big, small, multiple colors, everything, textures, all that good stuff. I just could not decide. So Wells and Cubfan on the server had to help me kind of like, okay, all right, let's break it down. Let's see what we got. We got this one that has a little bit of, this one's too big. This one's not part of the color palette, different things like that. But yeah, what is your guys' biggest kind of challenge in life? Something that you have to overcome like that. Something, you know, indecisive, different things like that, because everyone has it. We're all human, I think. Is there any robots out there? I'm not sure. Or any cats watching? Who knows? Jelly might be watching right now. But anyway, yeah. So so what's your flaw that you try to fix? You try to overcome. That's definitely one of mine. Is definitely trying to be more decisive, trying to, you know, pinpoint what I want and just make that decision instead of come up with 300 other decisions and then not be able to come up with one. My other flaw is I'm scared of snakes. And I hate being scared of snakes. I hate being scared of anything. Since I've been sick, I lost the fear of everything I was scared of except for snakes, which is kind of weird because when I was a kid, I was scared of a lot of stuff. The second I got sick, that all just disappeared, went right out the window. Everything that I used to be scared of disappeared instantly, except for the one thing, and that's snakes. I'm still scared of snakes, and I don't like being scared of anything. So, yeah, it's something I actually literally have worked on. I've literally stared at pictures of snakes, and I'm like, why do you scare me so much? And I could say I've made about 5% progress in that realm. Not a lot, but I literally don't want to be scared of something, and that is one of them. I've been on and off scared of heights before, but not very extensively at all, because I love roller coasters and different things like that. But yeah, I think it's always good to kind of evaluate your weaknesses and see how can I overcome that weakness. I see this problem. This problem's here. How can I fix this? How can I not be so indecisive? How can I not be scared of snakes? I think it's important to always evaluate those things and try to see if there's anything in your life that you can do to improve upon those things and to try to rid those fears from you or the flaws. There we go. So we're just kind of wrapping the arms across here like so. There we go. But for Scar City, that's where the Scarland Fire Department's going to go. That's where the Cat Defense Force headquarters is going to go. And you know what's in the basement of the Cat Defense Force headquarters, right? Right? That's where Bob the Creeper and Building Inspector's jail cell is going to be. Oh, it'll be great. Oh my gosh, it'll be amazing. So let's take a quick look how we're doing. Oh my, this thing is getting actually incredibly spooky. It needs eyes. So that's definitely going to be our next phase. So yeah, give me a couple seconds. Let me kind of catch my breath and continue to refine. All right, and welcome back in. We're kind of getting somewhere. We've got kind of some arms. Now, I'm not 100% satisfied with the way the arms look at this point. I'm loving the mouth. I'm loving that. But I am still a little iffy on some of the certain parts. But we're getting there. Now we just need to add some eyes. So that's what we're going to work on now. So this thing needs some beady little eyes looking down upon its prey. But then it gets outsmarted by us. And the roller coaster goes right through it. All right, so, my friends, let's see what we can do. I'm going to carve out this section up here a little bit, cut out some of that. All right, and then we're going to sneak over here and grab a little bit of black wool and grab ourselves a quartz stair for a little eye highlight. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So what I'm thinking is we can go like something like this, get that going like so. Let's just put one there for good measure. There we go. And let's see. What if we did something like this? There we go. Looking good so far. We cut out that block right there. We replace that with so, and we'll sneak back over here. Place that one right about there. How we doing? How we doing so far? What if we just do a test? Let's just do that as a test. Nothing for sure yet. Did something like that, and we're gonna run out of black wool. Something like that I'm kind of feeling like would be good. I think we might actually have enough. Oh wow. This is perfect. We actually had exactly the right amount, and I'm loving that. I'm loving those eyes. I think it's gonna be amazing, but I can't be sure till I look from afar. And there we go. Let's cut out that section right there. So the only other thing besides those eyes, or not eyes, but the arms, that's what we need to work on. I'm just not 100% satisfied. I want them to be more angled downward, heading down towards the rider of the minecart. And oh my gosh, it almost looks like Slime from Ghostbusters. Oh, is the sea monster's secret name Slime, I suppose? But I love it. I love it. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, let's continue to do a little bit more refining, and I'll see you in just 1 minute. All right, and welcome back, and we continue to refine the sea monster. So now what we have is the two main kind of tentacles reaching out that crushed the ship that's on the upper level. As you can see, this one's kind of reaching out over here. This one's kind of reaching down towards the track. And then I have an additional one right there. So we're working with about 4. So we got one there. We still need to make one here. And then we've got this one. I really like this one coming up like so. And now this one, I think it's going to more angle downward towards here. See how this one's going up. So just trying to give it a little bit different design on each one. So I kind of start out with dark green clay. And then I move in to try to add some accents with the lighter stained, as you can see. And I also have a bit of carpet. What I'm going to do is once I get this all settled out, all the areas that I can incorporate dark, green carpet in, I'm definitely going to, just because it's cheaper, to be honest. That's pretty much why. And then I can recover a little bit of some of the dark green stained clay, because very valuable stuff, and I want to make sure I can retain as much as I can in any particular build, just because I don't have a mesa. It would be amazing if I did, but I don't, so that's a thing. Yeah, so, and then little areas like this, you can stick one like that, and then go in like so, like that. So I think that looks good. I think that kind of makes a nice little arm reaching outward, and I think it could be a little bit bigger. So, you just kind of come through here and add little bits of extra detail here and there. But for the most part, I think that is good for that arm. So let's head upstairs here. Like we've done in other areas, like in the upper level, and of course down in that little cave that we did on Twitch the other day. We'll add little suction cups, pieces of carpet, all that good stuff to add a little extra detail, okay? So let's make a little bit of scaffolding, of course, because scaffolding is love, scaffolding is life. There we go. I love that. Somebody said that in a Twitch stream once. It was like, scaffolding is love, Scar. Scaffolding is life. I thought it was great. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So we're just trying to kind of beef up these sides up here just a little bit, like so. And of course, we can use a little bit of light stain, but I'll probably come back a little bit later once we go off camera and apply that. There we go. And I'm losing some of my class, but I just really want to get this done. So I'm just avoiding using my Silk Touch, even though I think I even have it in my inventory. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, I think that's actually coming out pretty good. Let's back off the scaffolding a little bit, and then let's extend it outward. There we go. Looking good, looking good. And then let's see, this one goes like that. So let's start building it up right there. Let's grab another set if I have any. Ooh, we're coming down to the very last. I still have a few more stacks somewhere that I just need to dye. I have the stained clay too, so that's cool. Or I mean, I have the dye for the cactus, but I don't have any on me, so I'll have to go get it. So something like that, and then we can kind of use the scaffolding to work our color palette downward. There we go, and let's sneak on the back here and add an additional one. Come on, there we go. Then we can kind of work our way down. And yeah, so there we go. That is kind of how I built up some of the extra little arms. And yeah, I think it is coming out definitely pretty good. And I think that is definitely a pretty scary little sea monster. I love the reveals. Anywhere you can have like a reveal of an eye or something like that, I think that's pretty awesome. And as you can see, we sneak under him like so. And then, yeah, so that is the sea monster for now. Let's go and get some other supplies and add those final details that make this thing really pop. All right, and welcome back, and we've got ourselves one super awesome sea monster all set up and ready to go, attacking us as we progress through the roller coaster here. And look at all of his cool little tentacles and all sorts of great details and things. We've got his little claws and suction cups and little pieces of carpet to add a little extra detail. Look at how this piece is kind of like sticking into the track, kind of ripping it apart. And as we get closer to the center here, look at that face with those teeth. You know, I'm thinking about maybe widening the kind of the edges of the mouth just a slight bit outward and maybe adding a couple extra little stairs, but I think that's good, at least for now. And then as you can see here, look at how the track's being just crushed by the sea monster. Look at that. That's so cool, like how it's just kind of broken the track all apart. And I think I'll cut that out like so. But yeah, look at that guy. Oh, I'm super excited to see this all finished and ready to go. And the reason, as you can see now, why I decided to build that arch. So as you can see, this is kind of the Lost Sea area. This is kind of the Lost City. You can see all like the lost details, like the columns and the archway. And this is my favorite column of all time. Oh, look at Bob the Creeper Building Inspector up there. He's like a statue. It's a creeper statue up there. Hello, creeper statue. But anyway, as you can see that, the reason I built this arch was to separate this area from this one. So as you can see, this opens and reveals sunken ships broken up, and of course the sea monster in here. And there we go, my friends. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the sea monster build here. It was something fun, something different. I've never tried to build something like that before, so I hope it came out okay. So let me know how it came out. And yeah, so until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter.